What's up, y'all? This is East Heaven. Assalamu alaikum. Blessings of peace be unto you. And beautiful day to you all. I wanted to talk today about purpose because I'm beginning to focus more on my purpose. And I see now at this point in my life, I just turned 22 on the 12th. 12. I'm turning 22. It's a 22 year coming up, 2020. When you break it down numerologically, 2020, they're saying it's like a 2020 vision type thing coming up next year, and that's not a coincidence. However, 2020, when you add the numbers together, you add 2 and 2, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0, numerologically you get 4, right, if you add the numbers together. But in numerology, some of the numbers that don't break down are like repeating numbers. So if you get an 11 or a 22, people say 11 and 22, but I think as well, if you get like a 33 or a 44 or 55, that's still representing you having more pronounced ability in that area. So if you have like an 11, that's 2 ones. In supreme mathematics, which the Nation of Islam teaches, the meaning of the numbers, number one would be knowledge, right? So knowledge, that's knowledge. That's when you know what you know, right? So number 11 adds up to 2, which is 2 is associated with the moon. It's also called wisdom in supreme mathematics. Number 2 is also a number that's representative of woman. So 1 man, 2 woman, 3 child, or knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And then you get into astrology, and the first house is representing the self, the second house is representing the house, the physical, what we have. The third house is representing our immediate surroundings. Number 2 is also representative of wealth. And you go from the 1, the idea, to the 2, which is the manifestation of that idea, or the wisdom, the fruit, to understanding. But basically, the idea here is I hadn't been focusing on my purpose as much, and I'm starting to realize how that was really being detrimental to me. I was so blind. I was doing nothing but smoking weed all the time, wasting my time away, not even realizing, because I was in such a small box of what I thought was possible. However, I'm starting to find my purpose, and I'm starting to focus on my purpose, which I've sort of been aware of for a while. And that's one thing, is that sometimes we'll be aware of our purpose. However, we won't chase it because we're afraid, because of fear, because of this, that, or the other thing. But I want to let you know right now, chase your purpose, follow your purpose, because this is the only thing that will bring you long-term happiness and fulfillment. And I know it myself in my own life, and this is why I'm sharing with you. I want you to ask yourself, what is my purpose? And then after you figure out what your purpose is, or a general area or a general idea, I want you to take action. I want you to move towards your purpose. If you feel like you're a teacher or a healer, then I want you to share what you know. I want you to seek out more knowledge of your chosen subjects, of your chosen area of interest, what you've decided your purpose is. And it's always a journey, it's always a process. Things might not necessarily be easy. However, I feel that when we all get into the, the routine, when we get into the flow, when we get into the groove, because we have fear, right? Fear puts up a blockage, it puts up a resistance to what we want to do. Therefore, when we move that fear, when we remove that resistance, then things become easier. Practice. So, as far as your purpose, you ask yourself, what do I like doing? What do I want to do? What would I do if I didn't have to make money, if I didn't have to go to a job that I hate every day of my life, if I didn't have to focus on things that I feel like I have to do just to survive. Focus less on survival and more on your purpose. And if you can, factor them both into each other, because it's all an interconnected type of thing, right? You got the chakras, crown, third eye, throat, heart, and you go even further down until you get to the root. And there are other chakras too, However, when we all start focusing on our purpose, it'll increase the quality of our life, increase our own prosperity, and it'll increase the prosperity of the world at large. Because some of the problems that we get into, some of the negative situations and circumstances that come upon us are caused by not focusing on our purpose and doing things that really don't agree with our soul, with our core. Ask yourself, does what I'm doing agree with my soul? Does it agree with my core? Is it getting me where I want to go? If not, then I want you to evaluate that. Peace.